Welcome to Cooking with Heebie-Jeebie. What you can see here is some preparations for a cake. We're going to make a cake for St. Patrick's Day. I'm on spring break, you're at work, and we're just going to do a big green cake today. And it's just going to be awesome. Alright, I'm even a little nervous. I just got to think about keeping up the chitter chatter because that's the #1 thing for the cooking shows. Okay, I bought this angel food cake, so light, so fluffy. You just love it. And we're just going to cut it like a sandwich, Suppose you had a sandwich and you needed to cut it into 2 pieces. That's what we're doing here. We're cutting it into 2 pieces, and we're just going to lift this top layer up out of the way for a moment. So that is step 1. Just cut the sandwich. Next, it comes time to make the icing, and this is really the fun part. This is where it gets fun. We're going to take, I've just got icing, lop it in. Don't be shy about the icing. Lots and lots of icing. I like to buy 2 jars. And I'm always like, you might as well buy your frosting. What are we, going to reinvent the wheel? Someone else invented it. Someone else made it. It's delicious. Let them do it. Here's my 2nd jar. I think it's important to have 2 jars of icing because there's nothing worse than running out of icing halfway through your cake. Just like there's nothing worse than pausing to take a breath during your monologue. You know what I mean? The monologue is really what makes the cooking show. Even if I feel embarrassed as I go, because who wouldn't? All right, so the theme of today is greens. We have lots of things to make this green. The first is we've got some pistachio pie or pudding filling, green, delicious. We're just gonna dump this whole thing in. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm just dumping, 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 dumping. And then we're just gonna stir. So good. I have such a sweet tooth. I just love this stuff. All right. So, you're probably looking at this and thinking not green enough. We're on track, but it's not green enough, so don't you worry. We are just going to add some food coloring. Food coloring is green, delicious, good for you. Throw it in. Be generous, It's light, it's fun. The thing about this cake is how much fun it is and how much fun you're going to have making this cake. All right, third, into the frosting. We are not done. This is sort of the big ticket part of the whole. Doesn't that look good? Almost minty, but it's not. Marshmallows. Nothing says light spring like marshmallows. Just dump them in there. Dump them in there. Give it a good stir. It shouldn't take you too long. Don't overthink it. Lastly, vanilla. Vanilla is sort of the secret ingredient for chefs. You can't be too generous with the vanilla. I don't like to measure. I feel like measuring is for insecure chefs, if you know what I mean. So I just dump and go. All right, step 3 is to frost our cake. So be generous, be fun. Think of this as just glop on. This cake is really light and delicate, so you don't want to damage your cake. That would not be light and fun. And today we're all about light and fun. So, once you have your cake iced, I like to use my fingers. I feel that is more practical. And practical is important. Once you have your cake iced, don't forget to talk throughout this. If you forget to talk, it's going to be boring to listen to. Shit, fingers are a mess, whatever. Put the lid back on your sandwich, and now you're probably thinking, I've got this hole. You are. So we need something green to fill the hole, right? That's where the key lime pie filling comes in. Just generous. Scoop it out in there. So delicious. So delicious. You can't help but love it. Light, filling, green. If it's not green enough for you, that's what the food coloring is for. These are the secrets that the real chefs are doing behind the scenes. They will just color stuff. And you should know about it. There's no need for them to have these fake-looking, so natural, glue-filled things at the restaurant, and you at home don't know the secrets. That's why you need to watch me and find out these secrets. So delicious. All right, now we're going to finish icing it. Finish icing it. Again, use your fingers. They spread well. You don't want to damage this very delicate cake. This is why they say that cooking is a delicate operation. Cakes can fall. You hear about cakes falling. It was a very standard trope on the sitcoms, and it came from situations like this. So we want to be very delicate. I'm not even going to ice the sides because I don't want to touch the keys of the computer because my hands are so sticky. So I'm not going to press pause. This is one take with the banter that is consequently kind of lame and bad, but not going to stop with the banter. That would also be bad in, its own way. Here comes the fun part. So doesn't this look delicious? It looks so divine, so exciting. Here is the best part of the whole thing, decorating. We love to decorate here on the Heebie-Jeebie Show. Hang on. Spring break. I find that this goes really well with just drinking in general. So let me tell you about our fixing that we've got. We've got a lot, and they're exciting. More marshmallows, of course. Marshmallows are awesome. Lucky Charms. Nothing says Ireland, Ireland, who wins? We all win, like Lucky Charms. So we're going to have a whole lot of those. Here's even the box. See, leprechauns. So fun. Some grass. Grass just makes people think of spring and light and green. And some worms. So, St. Patrick drove the snakes out of Ireland, so these are going to be our snakes. We'll start with the snakes. These are sort of like our base layer. Put some snakes on top of your cake, on this grass icing, and have some around it. Be fun with it, You can't have too many snakes. They are getting driven out of Ireland. All right. Marshmallows. Lucky Charms. Be generous. Lots of Lucky Charms. And then some grass to indicate that it's spring. Grass just makes me think of spring. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Grass is just the best. So we're going to want grass in your cake. You know what? Maybe we should have put some grass between the layers, but too late. One take. What are you going to do? The final touch is candles. These are a lot like the Kwanzaa candles, except these are St. Patrick's Day candles. Love them. So fun. They've got faces. What is more fun than faces? All right. Are you excited like I'm excited? Because here comes the big payoff. We are going to eat this delicious green medley of deliciousness. Oh, I cannot wait. They usually like to cut the cake so that the innards are visible to the viewer, so I will do that. So good. Such a light cake. I think that's the best part. The lightness and the greenness. I think if I had to rank, I would say my favorite parts are the snakes and the candles. There's the insides. Okay, yum. Here comes for the big finale tasting. Don't you wish you could try this? All right. Love you guys. This has been fun. Bye.